What's on it?
What happened? Oh my God.
Wow, this place is incredible. So where we're going to a small town that is 90 minutes out of Madrid, and that at its center, right on the top, it has a massive 12th century castle. And we're going to be sleeping in the castle, and the castle's haunted. But we need tortilla first. That's a big tortilla. The castle's bigger. And the tortilla is disgusting. Oh, petrol station tortilla.
Oh my God.
So guys, we just got in and we're in Sigüenza, which is a small town about 90 minutes out of Madrid. It's a beautiful medieval town, and here right behind me, we're staying in a 12th century castle. It's also a parador, and the paradores are this wonderful chain of hotels throughout Spain, and so many of the hotels are in historic medieval buildings. So I really want here on Spain Revealed to explore more of Spain, to reveal more of Spain for you guys. I want to get into the nooks and crannies of this country, the remote parts, and paradores is a great way for Yoly and I to be able to do that. And so they're sponsoring this video as a way for us to support us exploring Spain more deeply, and I'm really excited because it really fits with what we're all about here, because we can explore this wonderful historic place and Sigüenza, this beautiful historic town, share it with you guys. So let's see how it goes the next 48 hours. We have a tour right now of Sigüenza with our tour guide Jorge, and we're also going to explore this castle here. So are we ready?
Yes.
All right, Venga, let's go.
Go.
I love a great guided tour, and Jorge is the resident historian here, and he's like this font of knowledge about this small town. This is not a big place, but it's got such a fascinating history. And the Parador, where we're staying, he showed us photos that it was in complete ruins in the 1960s, and then in the 70s they did it up into the hotel, and that's the whole idea behind this brand, Paradores. It's a way to preserve and protect these medieval castles and monasteries. Otherwise there wouldn't be investment and they would fall into ruins like they were. So very, very cool. Okay, it's cold, we need to eat, we're hungry, we're gonna go and have an aperitif. There's a local drink you gotta try. Let's go. So we've ordered the classic drink here that Jorge told us about, El Fino Seguntino.
What's it like?
It's pretty good. I like it. Tastes like vermouth, smells like beer. And the torreznos, guys, fried pork belly. And these look good. These are good ones. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, see what you think.
See.
Good, huh?
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's beautiful. It has, I think it has all the good things of all the products that it has.
Yoly's just gone to the bathroom, so I'll take a moment to speak with you guys. So the more I think about the channel Spain Revealed, the more I want to come to places like this. This place, I love this, called La Paris. It's called like the Paris bar. And look at it, it's so old school. It's so, you know, 60s, 70s. And this is what I want Spain Revealed, this channel, to be about, to kind of reveal these places that not a lot of people might come to. So we're going to be doing a lot more videos outside Madrid, and I'm really, really excited. Yo soy un gitano fino, 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 seguntino.
Con mucha circunstancia.
Con mucha circunstancia. Wow. Something I want to show you guys. It's very Spain. It's very village. It's this. So somebody has died here. And so it's like the announcement, the public announcement of the funeral that's coming up. And it's kind of like, yeah, in a small village where you know a lot of people, you put that publicly and people go to your funeral because of that. And, you know, that's the beauty of exploring widely in this country. Okay, so let me give you guys an insight into a menu from this part of Spain. This is Castilla-La Mancha, Guadalajara. Guadalajara is the province where Yoly's mother is from. This is the land of of game, of meat, of cold winters. It's not the land of fresh fish. So in the meat section, we have roast baby goat. We have pig's hands? Pig's hands? Stuffed with snails. Pig's trotters, sorry, stuffed with snails. Blood sausage and egg. We have a steak. We have lamb meatballs. We have sauteed liver. We have baby goat done. Kidneys with sherry sauteed. We have baby goat with garlic. We have lamb roasted. We have cordon quail done with dried fruits. We have suckling pig, and we have beef cheek. So go nuts. go nuts. Vegetarians beware. There's vegetarian options.
What are the salads like?
There's a salad here. There's a salad. So you're good. You're good. Whenever I'm ordering wine in Spain, I generally try and order not Rioja or Ribera del Duero, the two really common regions, unless I'm in those regions, because there's so much wine in this country.
What happened? Oh my god. Film that.
Bueno, muchas gracias. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Chao.
Que vaya muy bien. Gracias. Chao.
¿Subimos a la habitación?
Sí, vamos.
Guys, behind us, off the balcony of our room, this is Castile. This is old Castile. This is the land of conquest and reconquest. You know, there was, in the 8th century, they believed that there was a Moorish fortress here. And then in the 12th century, the Christians reconquered this area, or conquered, depending on the way you want to think about it. And, you know, what I love about this part of Spain is that it's full of castles, because it's an area that was just kind of like the frontier land of the Reconquista. All right, should we go down and get the tour of the castle?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. So a comment from Yoly is that it's dark, right? Castles are dark.
Castles are dark.
Kind of, you find the pockets of light, which, look, there are well-lit places in here, but I kind of love that. This is a castle, and castles are dark.
Castles are dark.
So I think what's amazing about these places to stay is that they have access to all the patrimony, all the, you know, old suits of armor, helmets, weapons that were here or that were in the area. You know, this is a partly government-run, you know, brand of hotels, and so this is a knight's armor, and that's very, very cool. I mean, I dreamt of touching things like this when I was 14 years old.
Back to your favorite person.
Big jaw, big jaw, smaller jaw. Habsburg. This is my favorite room here. The throne room, the old throne room. It's kind of phenomenal. It's like empty, you know? It's like you're in this place, this 12th century castle in the middle of a rural Spain in what is worldwide just like an incredible place. And you're in the throne room of it, and it's kind of like the place to hang out, and there's like a TV in the corner. It's so cool.
And it would have been emptier before.
Yeah, it would have been emptier, I guess, back in the day.
Yeah, no TVs.
12th century. Did I mention the 12th century?
I don't think so.
Which is your favorite, Yoly?
I think the big jaw one.
Big jaw.
I've always had a thing for the Habsburgs.
So I want to tell you guys the ghost story that happened here, or is still happening here. In the 14th century, there was a woman called Doña Blanca de Borbón, and she was a French woman, and she married Peter the Cruel. He was the king of Castile, of this region at the time. Now, first tip, don't marry anyone who's called the Cruel by their friends. So she married him. It was a 3-day wedding, and on the 3rd day, he left her. And then he sent her here to Sigüenza, to this castle, and imprisoned her here. She was here for about 4 years, blah, blah, blah. And then she was sent south, somewhere in Andalusia, and she was poisoned. By 20, this poor woman was dead. Terrible life. But her spirit came back to haunt this castle because, I don't know, maybe in the context of her terrible life, it was just least terrible, the 4 years here, or maybe it was most terrible, not quite sure. But she walks these halls, supposedly, especially on the 2nd floor where we're staying. Are you afraid of ghosts, Yoly?
Not really.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Maybe.
Let's find out. There's a lady standing in the dining room staring at us. She could be a ghost, I'm not sure. Don't think Doña Blanca wore white overalls and a name tag, but never know. The winds just finally dropped for a moment, and you literally do feel like a lord looking over your lands. This kind of medieval hilly landscape around us. There's the pine trees over there, the fluttering flags, the village down below. I mean, this is what I love about this part. I mean, I love this whole country, but this part of Spain, it just feels medieval. It's castle strewn. It's the sunset, the cold, the roast lamb. I think it's time for a drink, Yoly.
Yeah.
It's time for a drink.
Yeah.
Let's go to the bar.
Right.
Guys, as a Kiwi boy living in Spain, what I love about the experience of being in this country is that I feel like I'm constantly touching history. History just is all around me. And I know maybe that's just Europe generally, but there's something about Spain that you know, you come to a place like Sigüenza, you come to this castle, and you know, you can talk about the Spanish Civil War, you can talk about the Napoleonic invasions, you can talk about the reconquest of Spain from the Moors in the 11th, 12th century, and it's all happened here in this place, in this building. And it's like, just you sit here having your glass of wine, looking out at the castle's patio, and it's like history is everywhere, and it's at your fingertips, and it's really I just love it. I can't get enough of that. I can't imagine any better place to live. Yoly's very particular about how we do these things, so I have to get the water temperature right. Spa bath time. Yoly, you're feeling a little bit...
I'm a little sick.
A little bit sick. It's been cold out there today.
Very cold.
Question, is the spa bath 12th century?
Shall we ask at reception?
You head down and ask, I'll be in the spa bath. It's spa bath time, and I'm afraid you guys aren't invited. It's not personal. That was excellent. Now it's time for tapas. It's usually after about 9 p.m. that the ghost comes out. That's the schedule she keeps, so...
I'm hoping to see it now.
Fingers crossed. And even if the ghost doesn't appear, I feel like this is the kind of place where supernatural things happen.
Oh yeah, all the time, I'm sure.
So obviously this is the bar to come to. Jorge, our guide, recommended it, and Jorge, our guide, is here behind us. So let's get our pig's ear on. I'm having a fino. What's it called?
Fino Seguntino.
Fino Seguntino. It's kind of nothing like wandering through a cold Spanish town or village at night and walking to a warm, loud bar and getting a drink in your hand.
It feels like home, right?
Feels like home.
Yo soy fino Seguntino, tino, 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 con muchas circunstancias, pero con muchas circunstancias que a mí me tratan como un vecino.
So what do you got there, Yoly?
So we have pig's ear with alioli on bread, tosta. So let's see.
It's not going in easily, the pig's ear.
Lovely,
Yeah.
very nice.
So there appears to have been some confusion or just extreme generosity on Raton's part. We ordered some pig's ear and we got those 2 tostas, and that was great. We enjoyed that. And he just gave us another entire huge, even 3 times the size plate of pig's ear. So I'm like, I got pig's ear coming out my ears. When in Sigüenza.
Muchas gracias, riquísimo. Gracias.
Good place. Very cool. Very local. Next stop. So we'd be lost without Jorge, our guide. The other thing he recommended that we try while we're here is a typical dish called a perigacho. And it's a big piece of bread. It's got tomato on it, olive oil, and then it's got an anchovy across the top, a big meaty anchovy, and then garlic, it looks like, off the top, across the top as well. I would have this for breakfast, so it's really, really good. Oh yeah. Garlicky, anchovy, tomatoey. It's good. And the thing I forgot to say is that apparently this is the best place to get it. It's Bar Tormes, it's called. And you can get this dish in all the different bars, but here they do it amazingly. So here's a tip. When you're traveling around Spain, if you go into a bar and you order a drink, don't order food at the same time, because you need to find out if they have a free tapa tradition. And so you order a drink and they give you a free tapa, like you see in Madrid, Granada. But if you order food at the same time as your drink in those places that have the free tapa tradition, they may not give you the free tapa because they think you just moved on and you're ordering from the menu by that stage. So you have to just slow down and wait. Don't say anything, get the free tapa, and then order the food. So, pro tip. So give me a robe in a hotel room and I will wear it constantly. I will wear it out. Very excited tonight about sleeping in this medieval bed behind us.
Massive.
Just hoping the mattress isn't medieval. And I'm hoping we don't see the ghost either. But night-night.
Night-night.
Morning, everyone. The mattress was not medieval. In fact, it was very, very comfortable and we slept like king and queen. And I've just come out this morning, had a jog, standing on the balcony to survey my lands. Yoly's still in bed. She prefers rest, the queen. And jogging, I ran around the castle, and it's beautiful and it's morning light. So before we get on for breakfast, I want to take you around and film a little bit around the castle and show you that in the morning. All right, let's go. Not a bad spot for a walk before breakfast, right? Let's see if Yoly's out of bed. I feel like this is the kind of place where you go down for your meals. Like, let's go down for breakfast. Let's go down for dinner.
First time in my life, I think.
First time in your life you've gone down for breakfast. I love how everybody tries to be restrained at a buffet. Like, you know, everyone's like, you know, I'm going to get a little bit of fruit. I'm going to have like a healthy breakfast, you know. Meanwhile, their brain's going crazy and they're thinking, how much can I eat here? And they're eyeing the bacon already, but they're like, no, I won't have the bacon. And then they have a little bit of coffee, they have their fruit, and then they get a little bit of bacon. And next moment, you're knee deep in the blood sausage on your second glass of cava and you're having your aperitif with breakfast. So I love a good hotel buffet. This is a good one. And in a 12th century room, of course. So cheers. Were you restrained?
I was very restrained, as you can see. So a few pieces of cheese and the omelette and, you know, tomato and bread. I mean, you know. How about you?
A little bit of ham, cheese, fruit, tortilla.
Okay.
No blood sausage or cava.
We'll see the second round.
Okay, so we're leaving the castle, we've had breakfast, it's time to down and mix with the plebs in the village and show you guys a little bit of Sigüenza, of this beautiful little medieval town. As you walk down the hill, down the Calle Mayor, which we're on now, you see 700 years of history in about 700 meters. So look at this building behind me. I mean, it's so medieval. It's probably 14th century or something like that. And it's just still here, intact in all its kind of rustic simplicity. And this is the beauty of just walking down here, seeing buildings like that. I love seeing like this, like areas where there was once a door or once a gate and it's been bricked up. You can kind of see the shadows of the past there. And so this building right here, this is 14th century. You can see it almost looks Tudor in its, I mean, that's amateur talking here, but still there, still intact. And so you see this 12th century Romanesque church behind me. The Virgin Mary statue above the door is off center. She's not centered above the door. The reason is she is centered to look down the street that's behind Yoly. And the idea was that as people were walking up the street, they'd be able to see her and obviously feel good, say a little prayer. The other thing they say is that down there was the Jewish quarter. So Jews would walk up here and it was a way of the Christians kind of like forcing the Jews to see the Virgin Mary and kind of annoy them. So, you know, they were complicated times. The original square of the village. And what's cool is this building over here in the fake version of Don Quixote. Yes, a fake version was written of Don Quixote back in the 17th century. Don Quixote and Sancho Panza stay here and Sancho Panza gets fleas. And also Don Quixote challenges anyone to a duel in this square who says that Dulcinea, the woman that he's in love with, is not the most beautiful woman in the world. So one thing that's super cool here is you can see this gate behind me, the Puerta del Sol, not the one in Madrid, much smaller. And this is one of the original gates into the medieval city. So what I find fascinating about walking around a place like this is that you can actually sense how the people lived. Like if you want to leave the city, you walked out this gate. And to show you how intact Sigüenza still is, you can see these rejas, these grills that are on people's windows. Those are medieval and they're still in use. They're still protecting people's windows from people climbing into them. Pretty incredible. And if you walk through the Puerta del Sol door, behind me you can see how people built houses into the medieval wall, because why build a fourth wall if there's already one there? And
So I have no memories of Sigüenza or the cathedral, but there is this photo of me when I was 1 year old, and we came here. I came with my parents and my brother for a wedding. A relative was getting married, and so I'm sitting, I think, on the stairs leading to the cathedral.
so you can see these markings around the window of the cathedral here. Those are bullet hole markings, and a lot of the windows in the cathedral have it, because at the outbreak of the Spanish Civil War, a lot of Republicans holed up here inside the cathedral, and they were being attacked and laid siege to by Franco's forces outside the cathedral. Just an incredible little reminder of the past. You know, you have this religious building with marks of war all over it. So I'm going to talk quietly because of where we are. But this guy behind me, this is a very, very famous statue. He was a soldier who was fighting against the Moors in the siege of Granada in the 15th century. Pretty much that last battle for the Christians to take over the rest of Spain and the reconquest. And it's really, really famous, the statue, because he's buried here in this little chapel with his other family members. But what's so interesting is he's lying there reading a book, and he's actually not dead. All the other people around here, his family members, are dead, lying there on their tomb. But he's not. He's reading a book as if it was a pause in battle or something like that. Also interesting, he's from the Order of Santiago, the famous Spanish Knights Order. And you can see that red cross on his chest. And you can also see his crossed legs, which is, again, the cross, the Order of Santiago. So he's called El Doncel, and he's here in the cathedral. And, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, it's kind of touching in a way, right?
So one of the things that people love about our videos is when we went to get some nun cookies in Madrid.
Nuns cookies.
Yeah, so we figured we could do something similar here in Sigüenza.
We found out from Jorge yesterday, the guide, that there are nuns cookies or nun baking here in Sigüenza. And so for a little dessert, we decided to head down to this convent here where there's cloistered nuns, the whole turnstile thing where you can't see them. And here they're famous for their chocolate truffles.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate truffle action. Ooh. Ooh, it's good. Really chocolatey. Oh no. Chocolatey and gooey.
Very rich. Congratulations to the nuns.
Great nuns. All right, dessert done. We're going to go and check out some ruins nearby before the sun sets. Let's go. We need to walk off all that chocolate, so before the sun sets, we're heading to a town nearby, or a village nearby, Pelegrina, that has a fantastic ruined castle atop. Very Byron-esque. Let's check it out, see if we can get up there. This castle here in Pelegrina is 13th century, a little like the castle above Sigüenza. It's, you know, one of the castles in this area of reconquest that's just sitting up here on a hilltop, a defensive position, and watching over the village below. And there's still the village kind of huddled beneath it, but this one's ruined. But this is the land of castles, and it's incredible. You can see the shadow of the castle there in the valley. It's pretty remarkable, pretty amazing. Just like Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula, we've been racing against the light to get this shot. And what do you think, Yoly?
We need to buy it. It's a doer-upper, but hey.
We're going to buy this castle, this 12th century. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the land of 12th century castles, of fried pork fat, of local drinks, and of just wonder and mystery. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Ciao.
Hasta luego.